We done talked about this. We done talked about that. Well, let's talk about a street legend for a second. What's up, everybody? It's your girl B Octavia, and I am back with another video. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to a whole vibe here. If you don't know who I am, my name is B Octavia. I am an entrepreneur from DC. And on here, on my channel, I like to talk about various things. Recently, I was talking about Portia. I was talking about Joe Budden. And most knowingly, I talk about street legends, okay? I talk about mobsters, etc. So today will be just that. Now, I got a request, and thank you for your suggestions. I am implementing those suggestions now. I want y'all to know that y'all opinion of what y'all want to talk about is very important to me. So I'm here to do a suggestion, and this suggestion is a street legend and American gangster, if you will, Guy Fisher. This be the Guy Fisher story, and then we get into the Guy Fisher versus Nicky Barnes, and then I talk about Nicky Barnes himself. That's how I think I'm going to do it. So let's get into the video. Guy Fisher is from the Bronx, New York. He was born July 21st, 1947. And he is a street legend who is notably known for racketeering. He was once a part of the Council, which was an African-American crime organization that controlled the heroin trade in Harlem. I had no idea about any African-American crime organization, so I will be getting deeper into the Council and its members. But first, let me get through talking about Guy Fisher respectfully. This organization spanned from 1972 to 1983, so roughly 11 years. Its members included 7 men. Number 1, Leroy Nicky Barnes. Number 2, Guy Fisher. Number 3, Thomas Gaps Foreman. Number 4, Joseph Jazz Hayden. Number 5, Frank James. Number 6, Ishmael Muhammad. And number 7, Wallace Rice. During his reign, Guy Fisher became the first black man to purchase and run the Apollo Theater. And the Apollo Theater, if none of y'all knew, is in Harlem. He purchased the Apollo Theater in 1977. Being involved in the heroin trade to me means that you can't go without getting your hands dirty in some type of way. And when you get your hands dirty, what does that do? Sometimes you may leave fingerprints, clues, and or witnesses. The convictions under his belt go like this. Number 1, racketeering. Number 2, drug trafficking. Number 3, murder. And number 4, conspiracy. Eyes were on Guy Fisher, his associates, and anybody he came in contact with, but police always needed more. They needed somebody who was on the inside or close to the inside that can really be a reliable witness and can really put 2 and 2 together for the police. In 1984, Guy Fisher was convicted of multiple counts of RICO violations, including continuing a criminal conspiracy, drug trafficking, and like I said earlier, murder. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole, and he and Nicky Barnes had that in common. Several years before Guy Fisher's conviction, Nicky Barnes was sentenced to the same thing, life without the possibility of parole. The very reliable witness that police wanted, they eventually got. Guy Fisher's conviction was single-handedly orchestrated and fueled by the testimony of Leroy Nicky Barnes. Nicky Barnes was Guy Fisher's former mentor, associate, and within the same breath, rival. Now, it is unclear to me when this rivalry started because they were very cool with each other. They were very cordial. They did business together. They were a part of the council together. But in several ways, it went sour, and which we will get into. And 11 months after Nicky Barnes was convicted and sentenced to life in prison, he called federal prosecutors agreeing to become a government informant in their case against Guy Fisher. Now, check this out, okay? The reasoning behind Nicky Barnes wanting to flip on his former mentoree, or however you say that, he decided to testify because he found out that Guy Fisher was sleeping with his mistress. Now, I'm going to rewind that a little bit, okay? Because I want it to hit you like it hit me, okay? Because I'm just now hearing this for the first time. But I came here to talk to y'all about it, right? Not his wife. Nicky Barnes ain't turned because Guy Fisher was sleeping with his wife. He turned because Guy Fisher was sleeping with his side chick, okay? His mistress. His other piece of the pie. You know what I mean? I'm gonna leave y'all with this question. Would you do that? Like over a mistress? Would you do that? Would you turn on somebody that you did business with and all that? Do you think that it's deeper than that? Well, we're going to figure that out too. Because to me, it's got to be more to it. I mean, come on. You really want to sit up here and tell me this? You want to tell me it was all over a woman that was at your disposal? Probably a couple of people's disposal. Because you got to always go home. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, a woman like that ain't never going to really want to be alone. It's going to be sometimes and some men to fill in the gaps. I mean, that's just what I think, you know? But, hey, maybe, I don't know. But we will get into that. We will get into Nicky Barnes versus Guy Fisher in another video. That will be part 2. And we'll dive deeper into the story. But yes, a huge reason. One huge reason that we do know is that Nicky Barnes turned, and he said this. He turned willingly because that's what he found out. It was no turning back. This is my thing. There was no turning back for either men because of what they both decided. Fisher decided to sleep with Nicky Barnes, his former mentor's mistress, probably knowing how he would feel about it, you know. So in return, Nicky Barnes did literally the only thing that he could do, being confined like that. That's the only thing that you could do as a chess piece, as a level up. But would you do it? Would you do that as a part of some sort of revenge? But it's like you're risking everything. You're risking your street reputation. You're risking how your family might view you. You're risking your whole legacy just for revenge back, to get some get back. I, for one, don't think that it was worth it, but we will get into that, right? Speaking on Guy Fisher, I do want to say it is very commendable. I had no idea that he purchased and ran the Apollo Theater. I have no idea how long. You know, if any New York natives know, let us know in the comments. I pin it, you know, because I'm really curious about that. I want to know, you know, how long he had it and how it ran, you know. because I'm sure he was a very busy man, but you have to put the right people in charge of it for it to run. Also, a thing that I wanted to highlight is that Guy Fisher is out of prison. I think that what it's called is a medical pardon or something, but he was released in 2020, which is good news. You know, that is very good news. Also, during his time being imprisoned, which was 30 years or so, he was able to get his doctorate degree, which is amazing. I didn't think that you can go that far in prison, but that is very commendable to do. It will help on the outside, and it gives you the respect. People knowing that you an inmate, they seem to side eye you, but then when they know that you a doctor and it's doctor in front of it, you know, they give you respect. So hopefully within being on the outside, he is flourishing and really getting to use his degree or degrees. But it is very inspiring. Like, look, no matter where we get in life, you know, who's to say? I mean, people get put in positions, they get locked up, shit happens, right? But don't limit yourself. You know, you cannot limit yourself and think that you can't accomplish great things. Because regardless of where you are, you can succeed. And then getting out into the real world with that degree just makes you even more powerful. So shout out to Guy Fisher for that. I hope that anybody who has lived a life similar to Guy Fisher, or anybody that I speak on, I hope that, you know, you got to this point, you know, so you strong. You are a survivor. You have been through a lot. And I hope you are happy now. You know, I hope that you find some peace with the past, because I know that that's hard. You know, being at a certain point in your life when you are confined and then coming out, and it's a totally different world. So I pray that all of the street legends that I talk about find peace. You know, that's the end goal, is having a peaceful, happy life, and whatever that looks like to you, you know. So on to part 2, but until then, it's your girl B Octavia, and I will see y'all in my next video, which will be tomorrow. I know I missed Tuesday. I did. But I'm getting on top of it. It's starting to get hot, so I'm adjusting. You know, I got my iced coffee and everything, so everything's everything. Yeah, I will see y'all in my next video. Make sure that you subscribe, like this video, comment your thoughts. I want to hear from everybody. Go over to my shop on Etsy, support, be the brand, all that. I will see y'all later.